MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your New York Yankees.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to be very careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands, always seems to turn in a good at bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
James Paxton will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all four of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And my spotlight's going to shine down on Gleyber Torres. He mans the second base position unbelievably, but he can also offer his manager some versatility. The bat plays big time as well, and he has a strong arm.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The designated hitter, Bradley Zimmer.
First pitch of the at-bat. And we are underway here in the Bronx as the first pitch of the evening is taken for ball 1.
First pitch, 7:05.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Our Game 1 thermostat about what you'd expect for October, 55 degrees at first pitch. Two and 1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man.
2-1.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Gone into Monument Park. It's a solo shot here for Bradley Zimmer. His first homer here in the series as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
I thought the leadoff hitter is supposed to set the table for the guys behind him. Not the case with that swing of the bat right now. Game's changed, fellas. Get ready for a good one.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Gone. What a start. Back-to-back homers from the first two batters of the game. Two batters, two solo home runs. His first homer so far in the series, and with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Just a couple of minutes ago, the home crowd was pumped for the beginning of this game. But when you hit back-to-back homers to start the game, they have a tendency to sit on their hands. Can't start a game any better than that, folks.
In now, Jose Ramirez.
The third baseman.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Base is empty here with nobody out. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Paxton, also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots. He was a fourth-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. And a ball 1-0. The head-to-head with James Paxton, he's gone just 2 for 15. He also has one home run. Ramirez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here's the 1-2. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
And it's fouled away. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Line drive to left. Dives and he hangs on for the out. Wow.
They often say in baseball it's better to be lucky than good. This pitcher's been having a rough go of it lately, but that diving catch right there might have saved this inning and possibly saved the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he had. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
You know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Now the 2-0 home. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Still only one out in the inning. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right there for strike one. Runners are at first and second with one away. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 9.
Striding in for the Indians, Brandon Barnes, and the Tribe with an opportunity for still more damage here in the first. First offering on its way, and this is low, ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
1 ball, 1 strike to count.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Indians 2 and the Yankees nothing. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Corey Kluber will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the LCS. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, he was awfully good in his last one. A complete game victory. We'll see if he'll be as good in this one as he was in his previous start.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the third baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. And that will get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0. Line drive to center field. Naquin has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Batting third, the first baseman, David Rosario.
Ready now, David Rosario. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sinker's in there. No balls and a strike. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. On to the second inning now from Yankee Stadium. It's the Indians 2 and the Yankees nothing. So digging in now, Jordan Luplow. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 1-0. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
3-2 pitch. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Got it done. The catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
So the base is empty here with one away, and in to hit next it'll be the catcher Kevin Plawecki. First pitch on its way. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gardner will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
The batter, number 4.
And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these two teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. The designated hitter, Bradley Zimmer. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 0-2 once more. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down in order go the Tribe, but they're on top 2-0. Here's big Aaron Judge.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swinging on the first pitch as he hits this one on the ground to second. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Stepping in, Gary Sanchez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The 0-1 on its way. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. One out, nobody on. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Digging in now, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
And he falls behind 0-2. Stanton just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail things here 2-0. Settling in now, Tyler Naquin, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Hit down the line at first. This is foul for the first strike. Fastball called for strike 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not the best changeup there, an easy take. Swing and a line drive. Foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The next 1-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He
Now
looks
batting.
really sharp out there, guys.
Francisco Lindor.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Lindor stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. 2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Francisco Lindor. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's Didi Gregorius.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Soft liner towards first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting in, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Next for New York, Miguel Andujar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Weakly hit to third. Ramirez has it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
The center fielder, Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First pitch on its way. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Gardner, a veteran at 35 years of age. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
The first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. His first homer here in the series, and the Indians move in front now 3-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Next for Cleveland, the second baseman, Jason.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Now batting, number 9.
Into the box, Brandon Barnes looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
3 runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? The next 0-2. Fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Standing in now, Jordan Luplow. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. He'll flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Indians pick up 1 thanks to this at-bat from Carlos Santana. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's 3-0 in favor of the Tribe. To the top of the order now, and that'll bring in B.J. LeMahieu.
The third baseman, B.J. LeMahieu.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Liner towards second, but this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Now back, second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. Here's the first pitch to him. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor loves it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home port.
Now batting, the first baseman, David Rosario.
Now at the plate, David Rosario, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Kluber steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Turned on down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail in this one 3-0. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Liner towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the San Diego area native Bradley Zimmer. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. is in there for strike one. One out, nobody on. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Ripped down the first base line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Tyler Naquin, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First offering on its way. Lays off 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
The 1-0. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 1-1 home. Here we go. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Popped up. Santana moving to his left. 1 out.
Now batting.
A little bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the 5th as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, base hit.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A line shot to third base. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Into the box now, Didi Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Yanks leave one. Still down 3-0. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Carlos Santana. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe, but they lead it 3-0. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here comes the first pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Ground ball foul down the left side. Hit on the ground out to short. Lindor is right there. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The center fielder.
All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. In now, Brett Gardner. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Luplow waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, DJ LeMahieu. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in the Bronx. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Chad Green is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
number 57, Jack Green.
Ready for another shot now. Jason Kipnis in his career versus this pitcher. He's got a 3 for 5 line. He's taken him deep once.
Jason Kipnis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The batter, number 9.
Stepping up now, Brandon Barnes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box now, Jordan Luplow. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Stepping up to the plate, Torres. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1-2-3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here comes the first pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Popped him up. Ramirez has room in foul territory. 1 out.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him off the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, David Rosario. And he puts it on the ground to second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Kluber sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they breathe. Digging in to try it again, Kevin Plawecki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Bradley Zimmer. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Tyler Naquin will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. The pitch. Line drive to left. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's gone 3 for 6. 2-1 to Jose Ramirez.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. On to first, and the driver held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They lead it 3-0. Standing in, Gary Sanchez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch on its way. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Plawecki shading to his right. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Didi Gregorius. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail in this one 3-0. So now Carlos Santana. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio hadn't seen it in that entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Dylan Betances enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 68, Dylan.
Into the box, Jason Kipnis, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Betances has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
Number 9.
In now for Cleveland, Brandon Barnes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Holds off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Down in order go the Tribe. But they lead it 3-0. In now is the Yankees DH, Miguel Andujar. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Hard hit at third. Ramirez is there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Into the box now, Brett Gardner. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now the second pitch of the inning is popped up over on the left side of the infield. Lindor is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, DJ
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Let's go, Yankees.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pushed softly over toward the right side. And he'll put this one away. And with that, the ball game is over. This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
No time to mess around. Just trying to let my mind go. I'm never coming down. I'm never coming down.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Cleveland Indians take the 1-0 lead here in the League Championship Series. Corey Kluber takes home the win. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Cleveland Indians, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Corey Kluber. The loss goes to James Paxton. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.